For thousands of years, they have stood silent against the desert sky. The pyramids of Giza are the last surviving wonder of the ancient world. Monuments so familiar, they seem almost like part of the natural landscape. We look at them and we think we know their story. Colossal tombs for powerful pharaohs, built by armies of workers with brute strength and primitive tools. But what if that story is incomplete? What if, hidden within these mountains of stone, there are secrets we are only just beginning to unlock? Recent years have seen an explosion of new technologies and groundbreaking discoveries that are challenging everything we thought we knew. This isn't just about the past anymore. It's a high-tech detective story unfolding right now, pointing to the possibility of hidden chambers, lost histories, and secrets the pyramids have guarded for millennia. The greatest challenge for any pyramid explorer is the simple, overwhelming fact of the pyramid itself. You can't just tear them apart, looking for clues. For centuries, Egyptology relied on the luck of archaeologists and the clues left in ancient texts. But today, we have a new set of eyes. Imagine being able to see through solid rock, to map the internal structure of a pyramid without ever touching a single stone. This is not science fiction. This is the power of muon tomography. Muons are subatomic particles that are created high in the atmosphere when cosmic rays collide with air molecules. These tiny particles rain down on Earth constantly, passing effortlessly through solid matter, much like X-rays pass through flesh. By placing incredibly sensitive muon detectors inside the pyramids, scientists can measure the density of the stone around them. Where there is solid rock, fewer muons get through. But where there is a void, an empty space like a hidden chamber, more muons will pass through and be detected. It's like giving the pyramid a cosmic ray scan. The Scan Pyramids project, a major international mission launched in 2015, has been pioneering this technology, and their results have sent shockwaves through the world of archaeology. Inside the Great Pyramid of Khufu, they announced the discovery of a significant void, a mysterious empty space located just above the Grand Gallery. They named it the Big Void. This isn't a small crack or a builder's niche. Initial scans suggest it is a corridor-like structure nearly 100 feet long, with a cross-section similar to the Grand Gallery itself. It's a monumental discovery, a part of the pyramid's internal architecture that has been completely unknown to us for 4,500 years. What is it? A relieving chamber to distribute the immense weight? A sealed corridor leading to something else? Or could it be something more? But the Great Pyramid isn't the only one giving up its secrets. To understand the final masterpiece, we must look at the experiments that came before. The Bent Pyramid at Dashur, built by Pharaoh Sneferu, the father of Khufu, is a perfect snapshot of ancient engineers learning through trial and error. Its unique bent shape is a testament to a correction made mid-construction to prevent the structure from collapsing. For a long time, it was believed to have only one entrance, but recent muon scanning and thermal imaging have revealed something astonishing. A second, hidden entrance on the western face, leading to a previously unknown upper chamber. Thermal imaging, or infrared thermography, works by measuring the surface temperature of the stone. At different times of day, the sun heats the outer casing. As the stone cools at night, areas of different thickness, or areas hiding voids behind them, will cool at a different rate. A thermal camera can see this difference, revealing the ghostly imprint of what lies beneath. This technology confirmed the suspicions about the Bent Pyramid. The hidden western entrance suggests a much more complex internal design than anyone had imagined. It hints at a ritual purpose beyond just a burial chamber, perhaps a second chamber for the king's car or spirit. This discovery forces us to reconsider the entire architectural evolution of the pyramids. They weren't just getting bigger, they were getting smarter, more sophisticated, and filled with hidden passages meant to be sealed forever. Let's return to the Great Pyramid, the apex of this ancient architectural revolution. We've known about its main chambers for centuries: the subterranean chamber, the Queen's chamber, and the King's chamber with its famous sarcophagus. But small, mysterious shafts have always captivated researchers. Two narrow shafts, only about 8 inches wide, originate from the Queen's chamber and run towards the outer surface of the pyramid. Their purpose was a complete mystery. Were they air vents, astronomical alignments, or symbolic pathways for the king's soul? In 2002, a team led by engineer Rudolf Gantenbrink sent a small robot, Upuaut 2, up the southern shaft. After navigating for over 200 feet, the robot's camera revealed a startling sight: a small limestone door with 2 ornate copper handles. It was a deliberate crafted seal. The world watched in anticipation. Years later, a more advanced robot, Jidi, named after the magician who advised Khufu, was sent to investigate further. It managed to drill a tiny hole in the stone door, snake a camera through, and see what lay beyond. The footage revealed a small chamber with hieroglyphs written in red ochre paint, and more intriguingly, another sealed door at the far end. These symbols could be the names of the work crews, or perhaps even clues from the builders themselves. But the second door means the mystery only deepens. Where does it lead? These shafts are far too small for a human. So what was their true, sacred function? Each answered question only reveals a new, more profound puzzle. And then there is the biggest mystery of all: the big void discovered by the muon scanners. This is not a small shaft, but a massive internal space. The data suggests it sits directly above the Grand Gallery, a magnificent ascending corridor that leads to the king's chamber. Why would the builders go to the immense effort of creating such a large, hidden space? Some theorists suggest it could be a series of relieving chambers, like those found above the king's chamber, to distribute the weight of the mountain of stone above it. But the design appears different. Others, more speculatively, wonder if it could be a chamber that holds the actual burial goods of Khufu, untouched by looters. The truth is, no one knows. The void is there, clear in the data, a silent challenge to our understanding. It is a ghost in the machine, a blank space on the map of the world's most famous building. So, if these hidden chambers and voids are real, what could possibly be inside? The discovery of an intact royal tomb is the dream of every archaeologist. The tomb of Tutankhamun, discovered in 1922, was a mere footnote in Egyptian history, yet its treasures stunned the world. The burial chamber of Khufu, the pharaoh who commanded the greatest structure on Earth, would be unimaginable. It could contain artifacts of gold, alabaster, and precious stones beyond our wildest dreams, along with papyrus scrolls that could rewrite the history of the Old Kingdom. But it might not be treasure in the conventional sense. The real treasure could be knowledge. The ancient Egyptians possessed sophisticated understanding of astronomy, mathematics, and engineering that we are still deciphering. Could a hidden chamber contain records of their techniques, the secrets of how they aligned the pyramids with such precision to the cardinal directions, or how they managed to quarry, transport, and lift millions of stone blocks? Some have even speculated, though it remains a fringe theory, that a hidden chamber could hold evidence of even older knowledge, perhaps passed down from a lost civilization. While this is highly speculative, it shows how a single unknown can ignite our imagination. Perhaps the contents are more spiritual than material. The pyramids were not just tombs. They were resurrection machines designed to transform a mortal king into an eternal god. A hidden chamber might be a symbolic space, never meant to be entered, containing ritual objects or representations of the pharaoh's journey through the afterlife. It might be empty by design, a void representing the primordial waters of creation from which all life emerged. The meaning of the void could be as important as any physical object within it. The road to uncovering these secrets is long and fraught with challenges. How do you explore a hidden chamber without damaging the monument? The ethical dilemma is immense. The pyramids are a UNESCO World Heritage Site, and their preservation is paramount. You can't just start drilling holes through 4,500-year-old history. The next step is refinement. Scientists are working on building more powerful and precise muon telescopes to create a sharper, 3D image of the void. They need to determine its exact size, shape, and orientation. The next generation of exploration will likely come from even more advanced robotics. Imagine nano-drones, small enough to fly through the tiny cracks or the 8-inch shafts, equipped with high-definition cameras and LiDAR scanners to map every centimeter. They would be non-invasive, leaving no trace of their passage. Before any physical entry is considered, we must use every non-destructive technology at our disposal to peer inside, to map, and to understand. The goal is not to recklessly plunder, but to carefully and respectfully learn. This new era of exploration is a collaboration between archaeologists, physicists, engineers, and historians. It's a beautiful fusion of the ancient and the ultra-modern. The pyramids, built with the simplest of tools, are now being decoded with some of the most complex technology on the planet. They are a bridge across time, and we are just beginning to learn how to cross it. The pyramids have always been symbols of mystery, but today, that mystery is not fading, it is growing. With every new scan, every new thermal image, every robot sent into a dark shaft, we are not getting final answers. We are getting better questions. The discovery of hidden chambers proves that even the most studied monuments on Earth still have profound secrets to share. They remind us that history is not a closed book, but a living story that is constantly being revised and expanded. The void inside the Great Pyramid is a metaphor for our own curiosity. It is an empty space on the map, a silent question hanging in the dark. It calls out to explorers and scientists, daring them to look deeper, to think smarter, to dream bigger. The pyramids were built to last for eternity, and perhaps part of their purpose was to forever challenge those who came after. The greatest treasure they hold may not be gold or jewels, but the relentless, inspiring pursuit of knowledge itself. The story of the pyramids is still being written, and the most exciting chapters may still be hidden, waiting for the right moment to be revealed. If you're finding these insights valuable, make sure to subscribe to the channel. By hitting that subscribe button, you're not just supporting this work, you're ensuring you don't miss our future videos, where we'll continue to break down complex topics into clear, actionable ideas. Your subscription is the best way to build a library of knowledge together.